Brian Tramel, RynoJB, Rollin Into Mempho.
We're live from 304 Studios in Jonesboro, Arkansas. This is a STS Pod Club production. I'm VT, and my partner in crime, the man, RynoJB. How the hell are you?
It's another Saturday, another blessing from Championship Wrestling from Memphis. How you doing, man?
Oh, man, I'm cold, believe it or not. I can't believe I'm saying that, but it's a chilly 50 degrees here in Jonesboro, Arkansas. Weather brought to you by no, I'm just kidding. Hey, if somebody wants to sponsor the weather, me and JB will take sponsorship money for the weather.
Let's go.
So that we'll tell the weather. I'm excited as always. This is episode 36. And we had some of those things where I was reminded today. I had talked to Dustin. We got some stuff that's going on. We'll talk about it. Number one, I'm able to announce we do have the Memphis Awards Banquet coming out on December the 10th. And if you're watching this and you want to see our ugly mugs up live and in person, we will be there. Rhino and I will be there helping give out the awards and also asking the questions, the VIP questions. If here's what I know is that sometimes a crowd has to be warmed up, and I'm already making a list of questions, JB. They're not gonna be easy. These are shoot questions also.
Uh-oh.
So if you know what the hell I'm saying, then come on out, listen to it. This is not gonna be just storyline stuff. This is gonna be real stuff. Why'd you do this? Who was the hardest guy to work and things like that? We want a little insight. Dustin and I have talked about doing a new show of some sort, and I'll wait, but it's going to be deep into the next year. It's fun to make plans, man, for all the way 2022. And Rocktober's done. We did our last episode of Rocktober on Friday. Lance and I reviewed a Candlebox CD. It was really fun. I want everyone to know we have limited episodes in November, December. That is not going to change. Me and JB will be here every Saturday, but the other about 14 more episodes, counting all these that we do for the rest of the year. We always do that, JB, in November and December. And finally, we got the WTF this coming week, right in the middle of the week. And I mentioned the awards show. I want you to go to the website, guys, and order your tickets now because it's going to be limited. It's not going to be full building. It'll be limited because there's got to be tables set up. But when we release the nominees, you can actually sit at the nominees' table. Tops Barbecue will be there. So if your favorite is, say, the Posse. I'm assuming the Posse will probably get enough votes for a nomination. You would sit there with the Posse during the whole thing. Then we would bring up the award winners and everything. We're still in planning stages, but, man, get your tickets. It's going to be fun. Number one, it's going to be fun, guys. I promise you that. All right, man, if this is the first time you listen to us, then shame on you. We do hits, misses, MVP. We also have what do you look forward to the most on next week's show, and thumbs up or thumbs down. And we do right after MVP. Stick in here with us. We have question of the week thrown to Dustin 5-star. So speaking of throwing stuff, I'm gonna throw this to you. Hits for the week, JB.
My hits this week, you had Gentleman Jervis. You know I'm a fan of Gentleman Jervis. You had him on commentary for the first match. My girlfriend hated it. She hated it. She was not a fan. I was loving it. So I think it's one of those either you love them or you hate them things. But I love Gentleman Jervis, and I loved him on commentary. Also, a hit for me, Dustin Starr dressing up as the Prince of Memphis. That's a hit, baby. That's a hit any day of the week. Also, you had the tag team costume match. I thought that was a lot of fun. A lot of times with this wrestling thing, you know, we get going back and forth about the wrestling match, and you and I, we analyze these matches. We come here and we talk about the back and forth, the chemistry, the moves and whatnot. They had some fun here with the Spooktacular with this tag team match. I thought it was good for the kids. Thought it was solid entertainment. You had the stinker horns show up looking really stinky. And I thought that was just a good look for the company, for the whole shebang. And shout out to those guys, the Posse and the Skimmer Horns, making that a lot of fun for everybody in attendance. Another hit for me was the women's tag match. It looked like there's a little bit of miscommunication towards the end there. Maybe there was supposed to be a double suplex that was supposed to happen. They're double fishermen. Not sure. It looked like just a little miscommunication, but at the same time, man, it evolves that storyline we were talking about last week with Frankenstein and Frankenstein's creation, the beautician and this beautifying process. We saw a little bit more with that in the match where she got a marker and put a little X on the cheekbone there, like she was going to do a little surgery or something.
Amber's crazy, guys. She is nuts, completely nuts. So.
A superstar. I see some superstar quality within this tag team and what they're doing.
Love the act. Yeah.
Love it. Another hit for me, my man. The main event. Oh my gosh, we got thumbtacks. Thumbtacks in Memphis wrestling. Are you freaking kidding me? Those are my hits.
Hey, piggybacking on some of those, starting with that main event, Ivan Warsaw, and I've turned into a huge fan of Walker Hayes. I want to call him Walter Hayes for some reason. Walker Hayes. Actually, I think I did call him that one time. I'm a huge fan of his in the monster that he's going to turn into. Guys, I don't know this. I don't know what the championship committee does. But this guy is going to be a huge baby face. JB, I'm telling you, he's going to sell tons of shirts when he finally turns. We had everything going on in the main event with we seen the Crowleys return. Warsaw is one of my favorites in the independent. He does great interviews and is a solid wrestler. But then he's in there doing hardcore, and we get thumbtacks, like you said. A big thumbs up for them on the hits. Was just the whole spectacular thing. I'll go with that. It was fun. The first match went a little too long for me. The very first with the costumes was hilarious, and then I was kind of tired of it by the end. But I did like it. I want to tell you something. You didn't touch on this, but one of my hits this week, and I'm going to tell you, he's real comfortable on the microphone, and that's Austin Lane. Notice how comfortable this man is talking on the microphone with, and I say that because I really think Austin Lane has a future doing this. When he decides to retire, put him in a suit, let him sit out there with Dustin Starr at least once out of every 3 weeks or something, because he actually will give you something different than Dustin does. Because although Dustin is hands-on a lot, but when it comes to the matches and stuff, Austin Lane's hands-on backstage, so he can get stuff over a lot more than maybe Dustin can. And I would love to hear it. I'd love to see him. I thought he did an excellent job, even with his wife being in the ring. I thought Austin did a great job. Also, for Shoot, he's a huge Ghostbusters fan, so that was legit right there, guys. Huge Ghostbusters fan. So that's my hits. How about misses? What was your misses?
No K Toomer. So my man Austin Lane, is part of my misses, but like you said, Austin Lane knocks it out the park every time he's on the mic. No K Toomer though. You had K Toomer make that big attack. I was hoping to get K Toomer out there and we would see more of a confrontation between the two. But we've seen them. We've seen that. We have seen that. I'm just a little disappointed. No sign of K Toomer. Another thing, another miss for me. No update on the street fight. Last week we left off Mike Anthony getting arrested, but he got to make it to the street fight. He's got to make it to the street fight. On this episode, there was nothing about that. There was a little bit about Mike Anthony, but I don't think anything about the actual match that took place, if that street fight even took place or not.
Yeah, if you go to our Shooting Shiznit actual Facebook page, and you can do that. If you go into my Twitter at Comic Book Mark BT, and you just go through the link tree there, you'll find it. Also on the YouTube channel of Championship Wrestling from Memphis, the street fight is on there. It's a really good match, and I see what you're saying, but apparently, this is all about production, but to me, there should have been at least I agree with you 100%. Some 30 seconds to 45 seconds of just clip
Photos.
with one of those guys, or not even, I don't even know if we need the finish, but we needed to see them fighting all over the place there and just saying, Brett did say in the interview in that we'll talk next week. So I think we're going to I think those two are still, they're still married. So they hadn't had a divorce yet, even though the victory went to Brett Michaels during the street fight. My missus, you're going to hate me. Dustin's going to hate me. Everybody's going to hate me. I like the tag team match. And when I mentioned I thought it went too long, it was because of the stuff that Jarvis was doing. Jarvis, I know this guy's probably a super, super nice guy. And everyone seems to like him except for me and, well, your girlfriend. So not to your girlfriend there. I did not like him on the commentating. I guess it's the voice. I don't get the gimmick. Why is he putting Spider-Man to sleep? And did we ever figure out who Spider-Man was? I don't think we did we? They said it was probably Mikey, they said. That's what Justin said, but we didn't get that. Just couldn't get into that. Just a miss in my sense. I would love to seen an interview with Warsaw, a live interview with the microphone in his hand and him talking about what he just did. And if they may not be using him in the future, but if they were going to use him in the future, that would have been a nice touch. I really like the guy, and he's so good on the microphone. He's been trained to do some of the craziest promos ever. So very good, very good. MVP. So who's your MVP for the week?
My MVP is gonna have to be Amber Rodriguez. I thought she did a great job on this episode here. Yeah, I thought she did a great job inside the ring. I think she's doing a fantastic job developing this character, so much so she's kind of I don't want to say carrying Skylar, but the tag team as a whole is really shining through Amber Rodriguez here. So that's my MVP this week.
Man, I'm going the other way. We're looking at the girls here, but Nikki Lane looked good this week with the hot tag.
Sure did. Boom,
boom, boom. Did the finish, got the win. You said something there that miscommunication. I don't know. I think Amber, that's Amber. It's the craziness character of I'm pissed off because we're not winning. She just walked off. And that's going to be, if she has somebody as her protege or whatever you go in the future, this character, is she just gonna keep leaving people to the side? Me and you see a horror kind of look on this character as a Frankenstein and everything. It would be weird, but it would be something that you never know when they may end up with the Crowleys and everybody.
Yeah, you never know.
This is going on, the changing of the face. So I'm going with Nikki Lane. We're going with that girls, and I see where Amber would be. To me, and you said this, we talked about the poster or the billboard, and now it's just almost, these guys are stars, man.
Yeah.
Amber is a star.
Yep.
And Skylar being that, she'll down the road be a babyface, but being that heel that is pushed around and everything and told what to do. Just the same thing with Hayes, as he's going to eventually turn and be against Hollywood Jimmy. But yes, Amber, there's the stars on the billboard. All right, we're ready. We have question of the week, and here's our old buddy, Dustin Starr.
Hello again, everybody. Dustin Starr here with another question of the week for the Rollin Into Mempho podcast. I love answering your questions, so go ahead and send us your questions so I can get those answered. And today's question comes from Alfred McDaniels. He asks, will Dustin lace up the boots again? And if you're not watching on video, I'm kind of looking over my shoulder, dumbfounded, like, did I miss a retirement speech? Did I miss the retirement tour? Did I or did I not just wrestle a couple months ago when I had to put my fist down Van Vicious's throat? Of course I'm going to lace up the boots again. Oh, yeah. But don't get me wrong. I absolutely love hosting Memphis Wrestling each and every Saturday on CW30 Memphis. But there's going to come a time, once again, where somebody's going to pick a fight at the desk and I'm going to have to tear this suit off and kick some butt. Oh, yeah. That was today's question of the week. I would have a lot of fun getting back in the ring, but I'm having a ton of fun doing what I'm doing right now. So I'm going to ask the boys, BT, RynoJB, what do you guys think?
All right, question of the week. What do you think? So here I'm gonna move it around, change it just a little bit to you. We know Dustin's going to be back in the ring. We know that, but he's settled in. He actually said it on one of the podcasts that I had him on that he's happy doing what he does. But who do you want to see Dustin in the ring with, JB?
Well, today was our spooktacular event, and I'm actually in costume.
Oh wow! All right.
I am the genetic nightmare Mike Anthony, baby.
There we go.
I'm Mike Anthony. If Dustin Starr were to get back into the ring, which we know that he will, man, I would love to see him and Mike Anthony go at it. Mike Anthony's gotten in his face a couple of times this whole championship committee. He should be the number one contender. Hell, he's going around taking people out left and right that work there at the Russell Center. Dustin Starr's got to do something about this if it continues. So I would love to see that.
I agree 100%. Exactly what I was going to say. Mike Anthony, and if you watch the street fight, there's something there at the street fight. He put his hands on Dustin a little bit before the match. There's also been, this is your fault, Dustin, that I have, it's blood on your hands, not blood on my hands. I'm going to tell you what, championship from wrestling, championship committee, let's just say that, the booking committee, they usually don't do something without having a reason for it. That's something we've seen. Their booking has got really tight and really good, and there's little hints here and there, and then all of a sudden, boom. So I would be upset and disappointed, but I think there is a Mike Anthony Dustin Starr match in the future. I really do, and it'll be fun. Oh, it will be fun. It will be fun. So, what do we look forward to next week? I think we both talked about this, but I'll tell you what I look forward to. They're going to show us something about Michaels and Anthony and what's the next stage of that. So that's my thing about, I want to know what's going on there, and I'm excited to see where they go from there.
I'm going to be completely honest with you. For me, I'm looking forward to this tag team division heating up a little bit more. Who are the next contenders for the Young Goats? Even though they got a loss here today, I'm liking, I forget, I don't want to say I forget their name. The tag team with the brown fur coats, God doggone it. They do the pinky smash thing and whatnot. I had their name embedded in my brain.
I can't remember their name either. I'm just horrible with names. I did the same thing this week. We were doing one of the shows, and I could not think of anyone's name. It never would spit out a name there. Let me take a look real quick here. Hey,
and they killed it last week too.
Yeah, Country Rock. I would like to hear the response that the crowd, that's not the name, but that's who they went against. I would like to see the response of the crowd live with the element of wrestling. Wrestling.
Yes, that's it.
Yeah. I like those guys, and I like their gimmick. But Country Rock, I'd like to hear what the crowd. They've got 3 big victories with that 3D. And that 3D could be really popular babyface move when they're getting set up for it, the crowd getting into it and everything. I'd really like to hear what's going on with that. So
I think I know where he got those Shawn Michaels pants from. I think you sent me a link.
Yeah,
right. Not too shabby.
Yeah. I started laughing when I saw those. I was like, yeah, that's not the ones I wanted, but I'll eventually get it. Can you imagine me, going downtown Jonesboro with those pants on? So
there you go, man. There you go. Let your heartbreak kid come out.
All right. Thumbs up or thumbs down, man?
I'm going to give it a thumbs up. It was a fun show. It was a good spooktacular. I thought it was great for the kids, and it was still fun and entertaining for, I think, guys like us looking for that wrestling. We got a little bit of everything with this one. Thumbs up from your boy.
Thumbs up. I was not, like you said, a little bit of everything spectacular. I like the finish of the match, and I love what they did. The girls, we're talking more about the girls and establishing Amber Rodriguez as maybe the top heel there for the girls division. And with Nikki looked, to me, the reason I gave it to her, that hot tag, and she just looks so good today and confident about what she was doing. And I don't know. Maybe she likes it because Austin was actually watching, and she knew she had to impress him. You always want to impress your spouse, no matter what you're doing. But I like the finish of that match. The champion gets the win. And one of those things where you look forward to, what are they going to do with this whole thing with Amber and what she's doing in the women's division, along with are we ever going to see that final with her and Nikki, and if she can, if they're going to actually we're going to have our second champion, and it'll be Amber. So a heel female champion. It'll be fun to see.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, man, guys. Same bad time, same bad channel on the best little wrestling podcast in the business. Be there, and as everyone knows, I love my mama.
Me too.